and I'll just welcome up Allan Holmes as well. So, Allan, you're chair of Arid Recovery, aren't you? As well
Yeah, I
as
am. I am.
having done a few other jobs around the piece. Thank you, Allan.
Thanks very much, Andy. Look, I'll try to be quick because we've got to get to the governor sometime. I too would like to acknowledge that we meet on the land of the Kaurna people and we work on Kukatha land, which is pretty bloody important to us. I'd like to thank you, Andy, for hosting us today. Really great part of the partnership anyway. University of Adelaide is one of our partners. Look, I'll do this really briefly, but one of the things I wanted to say was this is an extraordinary conservation experiment. I mean, I've spent my life in this game, and if I was just to draw out the few things in South Australia that have made a difference, and there aren't many, um, no, made a real difference. So I'd say native vegetation legislation in the 80s, stop clearance in South Australia. The state spent $96 million on that in 1996, a couple $100 million today. Could you imagine us doing that now? I don't think we would. We've got a reserve system to be proud of that's been built over a significant period of time. A departmental thing which I'd draw out is Bounce Back, one of the great landscape experiments that has made a huge difference and relates very strongly to Arid. And I'd also add the release of calicivirus, which wasn't us, it was the Commonwealth, although one of our employees, ex-employees, let it escape from Wardang Island in 1996, and I recall it well because in 1 or 2 days it was all over South Australia and nobody could believe that. How could it possibly move so fast? And there's a story behind that. Look, we run this on the smell of an oily rag. So chairing a board that has to fund this operation, keeps me awake at night at times. We employ people, but we do it with the help of BHP, who are the significant financial contributors. They do put in a lot of money. Bush Heritage contributes significantly. The government through the department also puts in a significant amount of money. The University of Adelaide do it in kind, and we look for partners. But I have to say that a partnership that we're developing and evolving is the one with the Kukatha, and probably will be, I think, one of the most significant things that we can do if we can do it, if we can develop that relationship based on respect and trust. And because as somebody said, it's the big bit of the country, we've got a little bit and they've got a big bit. It's your land, and we could do something very special there if we can make that work. To finish, I'd like to acknowledge the extraordinary staff that work in Arid, and Kath in particular, who's about to move on after nearly 9 years. Extraordinary effort, and I acknowledge that. The point that I make about people that work in this field is that it's never a job. It's actually vocational. It's what you do with your life. Yes, I'll finish there. Thanks very much. Did I cover everything, Kath? Okay.